We're back. Oh, we're back. I love this view. This is maybe one of like my top 5 favorite views in the base game and in the DLC. Reality. And last time, we took quite a while to destroy the fire giant that was here, and we've been feeling a lack of some dungeons. So we went straight into the Shadow Keep main gate, where we fought the hippopotamus pal, journeyed through here. I was a little sad that this got spoiled, the entrance to the castle watering hole. And I've put some areas here that we still haven't explored in this region, but I did manage to go to the Recluse's River upstream, kind of jump around here on the horse until I made it all the way down to the Recluse's River downstream. So, what I'm kind of looking to do today is to fill in areas, because I'm kind of beginning to go insane with how many different options there are for things that I haven't explored yet. And it's kind of interesting because, like, psychologically, I love this feeling of checking off stuff. As a very simple example, when I entered into Bellerat, you go up into Bellerat, you then navigate your way through Bellerat, you go and you fight a boss, the Theater of the Divine Beast. I go up here, and I'm out of stuff to explore. And I go, cool, I'm done there for now, and that feels great. Checked off that little box. But there's just been so many areas to explore. I went all the way up this river, found this cave. I went down this river, and here's an expanse down here that I have not explored. I have still not explored this upper area, which is one of the very next things that I want to do. I want to briefly explore these areas, cross this off. I want to try to clear off this, and of course I want to finish going through the Shadow Keep. So here's what I'm going to do. For the sake of organization, I'm going to go back to the castle watering hole where there's a fire giant, and why not just take out a fire giant, huh? Where did that fire giant go? Is he just around the corner? Oh, sick. Now, these fire giants often have different abilities, so I have to be a little thoughtful. One. Dude, I've gotten so good at killing these fire giants. I think that one of the big keys that I've used is, like, targeting the far away one. It just positions you better. Away because, again, that explosion has a sphere of damage that it deals, whereas these just hit the ground, so if you jump over it, you're fine. Uh-oh. So see, this creates an explosion that echoes across the ground, and also not an ideal location to be in. Can you please change? That one might also have a close hitbox. I'm trying to, like, push my limits as much as I can in this fight. So I'm just going to rebuild some stamina. Oh, I lived. I'm awesome. Holy shit, I'm the luckiest boy in the world. So, we have one more stun that we need to deal with. So he's a few more stabs from getting staggered. Where's the head? There it is. And also, as a brief reminder for everyone, we don't want any spoilers whatsoever at all. So, I mean, Shifty, you're saying Flame Drake Talisman really worth it here. We're not going to give you a timeout for that yet. Because I literally did use the Flame Drake Talisman earlier. But sort of like, hey, Sean, I'm instructing you to do this. I want you to use this thing. Here's a strategy I will use. You want to avoid that, and I will go on my mini rant about this. When you tell me what a solution is, what you do is you take the fun away from it. For instance, this entire area was a secret. And I would have had the fun of going, man, how do I get there? How do I get there? How do I get there? And I would have had to experiment around, and I would have tried to make leaps of logic and try things out. I mean, hell, I solved the erudition puzzle on my own in the base game. Rather painfully, I might add. So, again, even if I'm struggling, for me, it's not that it's fun to avoid the struggle. It's fun to struggle, wonder, and then experience the fun of problem solving, or experience the fun of discovery, or experience the surprise. Wait, no way, that does that? And when you try to tell me what to do, it just takes all those fun opportunities away. I was very upset yesterday. Even though when I'm super upset, I tend to be pretty calm in terms of my communication. I was so mad. Guys are super chunky. They have like, I think a few 100,000 health. Or maybe just like 100,000 health. Because if you get the crit, you do deal like 60,000 damage or something insane. I do need to be careful because if I don't position myself properly, I can stand underneath and then accidentally have them stomp on me. And then I jump into the stomp. Like this. Where because of the camera angle, I didn't quite see that it was raising. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, that sucks. What do I have equipped here? I mean, I may as well. Dangerous is not gonna lie, I didn't think these dudes were very well designed. I'm okay with them. Flame Drake Talisman is actually going to help me that much. It didn't help me much, particularly on the last one. You know, somehow it just didn't quite occur to me till this very second. See, I just need to be behind them constantly. Uh-oh. Should stagger in a sec here. Zilch says, what's the mathematical equivalent to the utmost? Isn't it just the most? My horse. Some stamina. That one shot me. Oh, I didn't tweet. Thanks, Destruction. I'll send that tweet out. Man, I'm getting really spoiled by that talisman. The double turtle talisman. I think it's called the Twin Turtles, but I think Double Turtle is cooler. Dude, the Twin Turtle talisman is spoiling me so hard. Run between the legs. See, look, I avoided my death. Woo! Day9's learning. He's gonna stagger in a sec. Just wait. Should be on this side. Hello. So I should always be trying to target right between his legs if I'm feeling caught out. Yeah, because that swipe or the slam swipe, I don't remember which one it was. That's what killed me last time. Also, again, as I said before, I've jumped too close to this and just been flattened by him. Fire didn't even kill me, like the foot. What's what killed me? Oops. Oh, Flame Drake, let's go! Did y'all see me live? There's stagger 1. He'll stagger 3 times. Last race with Steve Brunk killing more than any boss in the DLC. Yeah, dude. It's so mean. I like that it starts on no, so if you're spamming, you just stand there like an idiot. Alright, stagger in a sec. Good, 4 or 5 more. Alright, so what happened there is I ran out of stamina, so when I hit the run button, I stood still. And I was too close, so I took damage from that cone that I was mentioning earlier. Not the cone, the sphere of damage around him. See, if you're far enough away, you'll see the explosion, and then the fire travels over the ground, so you can jump over the fire on the ground. But if you're too close, you just get absolutely crapped upon. Oh. Come on, where's my stag? There it is. Oh, at the last possible second. All right, so one more stagger, and he's done. So I need to let my stamina rebuild. Stamina rebuilding. I have a point to make that I can't make while I'm running around trying to loot. Oh. Oh my god, and 500 damage, 23,053 damage. Woo! Oil-soaked tear, furnace visage. Alright. So let me go ahead and remove these markers, since I've done it now. Let me go into the thing. You know, there's a point that I've made before that I'm going to slightly disagree with. There's a point that I've made before that if you have 100 levels in your game, and half of them are 10 out of 10, and half of them are 5 out of 10. Get me out of here. You're probably better off cutting the 5 out of 10s so you only have 50 10 out of 10 levels. And I think there is no better example of this than the game They Are Billions that has a survival mode that is 10 out of 10. And when you play the single-player campaign, there are survival missions that are 10 out of 10. And then you have these outpost missions that are like 2 out of 10 stupid, unfun. Nonsense. And I mean, it like completely disrupted and destroyed the flow of the campaign. And of course, that's just with respect to those ones. I mean, there's other ones as well. Like, there's these missions where it's kind of like Syndicate, where you just control a single character and walk around. Aha, I see. And I mean, like, those were panned in the reviews and among streamers. Basically, it was like one of those universal, like, yeah, people just don't like this shit. They really like the 10 out of 10 experience of playing through the survival-style missions. But man, what about these sort of, like, subpar missions? Dude, just cut them. Particularly the outpost missions. I remember I was watching Admiral Baru. Like, the second-to-last mission was one of these outpost missions. And it doesn't matter what an outpost mission is, but what he did is he set up an outpost. They needed to defend for 10 minutes. He set it up in 60 seconds and then just walked away from his computer. And the screen was just sitting still, making progress towards winning. Just nothing was happening. Okay, I see. And so, like, there's an argument to be made, just cut that stuff, right? Just cut that stuff. Just get rid of it. There's no reason to have it. However, let's do the inverse exercise, where let's say I have 20 missions, and 3 are 10 out of 10, and then I have 7 that are an 8 out of 10. And then the rest are 1s and 2s. If you cut everything except for the 10 out of 10s, you're going to have 3 missions. It's just not going to feel like a lot. Whatever. if you cut everything, you're only going to have 2 missions. And then it's just going to be kind of flat and hollow, boring, bland, and uninteresting. Even though people will say, yeah, those missions were killer, they'll just go, eh. Because what was that one game? It was like The Order 1776, where people were like, yeah, no, it was great. Particularly graphically. It was unbelievable. And so I think that there's an argument to be made of sometimes if you just include some 7, 8, 9 out of 10 content alongside a lot of 10 out of 10 content, yeah, ideally everything is perfect, everything's incredible. But there's actually an argument to be made of sometimes it is actually good to just put in a lot of stuff. And, I mean, I'm not super happy with my articulation of that argument, but, like, dude, I think FromSoft are amazing at making these judgment calls. And amazing at going, yeah, you know what? It's not as good as I'd like, but it's good enough. And just letting it sit. I assume that this is the way in, but I need to do some looking. Because, like, I think these fire giants are a good example of this. Are they, like, 10 out of 10 awesome? No. Could they have been done better? Yeah. Maybe even with some simple balance tweaks. That's more than enough. How do I get up into there? But honestly, I think they're good enough. Whoa, whoa, you fucking asshole. Oh my god. Let me see if there's another way to get up in here. I really wonder, is there a way in? Is there a way in here? Let me... By the way, for any of you who are ever tempted to spoil and want to participate, using the day rope emote is a really great way to do it, because the day rope emote, the joke behind that was that I was looking for something that didn't exist for a very long time, because I thought there was a rope. Let me do, like, perhaps a dummies move. Is there just an entrance, like, right fucking here that I don't see? Huh. I feel like there's a way in. All right, so let's do the dummy check, shall we? The dummy check meaning maybe there's just an entrance that's super obvious. Because I see some ruinous entrances around there. Oh, look, loot. Dugum. Yeah, what was the name of that cathedral in Dark Souls 3 that had the ladder that's just like around the corner of an elevator and I just couldn't see it? Some rough stuff. Alright. Dummy check is showing that this is a dummy-proof region, so I'm going to need to be Mr. Smarty Pants if I want to do it. And I mean, honestly, this just feels like the right way to do it. Something over here. I'm gonna keep taking a peek. Also, you know, let me do this really fast. Sometimes there's weird, like, oh, there's a corridor there that goes underneath, and then it enters into the area from below. A lot of things like that. VHGS, 120 months. Happy 10 years, VHGS. Video High Game School is what that stands for. What the fuck? Fucking hell. Can I maybe go through here? Doesn't look like it. I feel as though I am not allowed to be in the basket. So the last thing that I can think to do would be to go to here, walk out, and then I'm going to go and look down from above. Maybe this is going to be the way. Zalen says, I've heard that backseating is really bad with Souls games. Is that true? You know what? We're gonna be strictly positive today. That's it. PMA, baby. First of all, this is the loveliest, sweetest chat of all time. And, you know, I even have my little thing of like, hey, you know, only if I'm very specifically asking, are we gonna allow for any backseaty type stuffs, you know. Anything here? Here? So, because I have the greatest chat of all time, it's not really an issue here. But also, like, I think one of the reasons why people backseat is not because they're mean or anything. It's just because they're excited. I can't see anything. Huh. People are excited. I mean, you know, I have relatives that are little kids, and they're like, here's a photo I drew, and this is a dragon, and for eyes, he has swords. And I'm like, that must feel weird to go to the optometrist. Yes. And then here's this guy, and instead of arms, he has dragons whose eyes are swords. And I'm like, okay, so this is like a fractal dragon sword, man? Okay, got it, I'm with you, you know? He's just excited. He just wants to show me some stuff. He's just bummed. And speaking of which, here's what we're going to do. We're going to remove these, and we're going to have just these four here. Ruins of Unta. We're just going to try to find an Unta way to get in later. And for now, we're going to go back to the Shadow Keep and mark it. And, like, backseating is also, like, a very poorly defined term. I mean, there's some things, like, you know, Snape kills Dumbledore, you know, stuff like that, where people are like, what? Oh my god! But I mean, like, a lot of times people will say things, like, you know, early on in Elden Ring, people were just like, oh my god, have you seen that if you use this item on Margit, it disables him? And for some pairs of people, the person who says it is hyped, and the person who hears it is hyped. Wait, what? Margit's shackle does that? I had no idea what that thing was about. Oh, what? Pokey, pokey, pokey. Ugh. Alright, so let me do this. Man, I really feel the difference. Greatly raise the stamina recovery speed. I'll level up Maze Wall. Level up. I don't even think I wanted to do that. I think it's just so automatic at this point. Wait, I don't need any more. I don't need any more endurance, do I? I just went and did that. Huh. Wow, I mean, that's crazy. I'm like the guy who retires and then shows up to work the next day. I'm sorry, my body's just used to this. Let us make our way up. But there is a kind of backseater, who I'm going to point to. There is a kind of backseater, right? There's some people who backseat because they're excited. Some people who backseat because they're hyped. There's some people who backseat because, you know, they want to help and they perceive that they're being asked for help. But there's a kind of backseater. We all know this type of backseater. There's a kind of backseater who just can't handle not being in control at all times. The kind of backseater who, like, will go, hey, do you know that if you equip this, you'll deal a little bit more damage? Day9, you need to equip this, you'll deal a little bit more damage. Day9, oh my god, at Day9 TV, you need to do this, you need to equip it. And then I'll go, I'm good. And they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're doing less damage. Oh my god, dude. Literally, you are wasting tons of attacks. You could do it. And I'm like, swinging my sword and hitting guys is fun. It's fine if it's 7 hits or 6. I don't know. I'm having a good time. No, you need to. Oh my god. And I actually think there's a useful exercise as a person. This is a good check. This is a good check to see if you are running the risk of becoming this kind of human being. Here is the test. You say to someone, hey, do you need any help with that? And if they go, no, I'm good. If anything negative happens in your body, figure out why and get rid of that shit. Hey, is there any chance I could help you? No, I'm good. Cool. You should be able to sit there and be perfectly happy. You know what I mean? Because we've all known the sort of person who goes like this. Hey, do you need help with that? And I'm not just talking a FromSoft game. I'm talking like work. Someone who's like working on a similar project to you. You're doing, you know, you're two different arms of the same team. And they go, hey, you need any help with that? And you go, no, I'm good. And this kind of person goes, well, dude, I really think it would help you a lot. Dude, really, I mean, I know you think you're good, but like, really, I think it would make you happier if I just showed you. No, thanks. No, I'm good. Dude, fine. Okay, sure. Fine. 30 minutes later, they're going, yeah, you're probably finding that hard. Well, maybe if you had just listened to my help, maybe it would be a little easier. Ha ha ha. You know, this sort of person who just can't handle. They can't handle it. In their eyes, I'm just helping, bro. I'm just helping. I'm just trying to help. And what's happening is that in their head, they've rationalized that they are helping. Because in their eyes, someone is rejecting help. But I'm trying to help. The intention is to just let me help. Just let me help. I'm trying to help. And again, ooh, specimen storehouse. This is where this person I'm describing lives. Because here's the thing. Let's assume I believe you. If you say, hey, I'm trying to help. And I go, you got it. I don't have to take your help. It's okay for me not to take your help, right? Like, literally, like, from an ethical and moral perspective, like, nothing happens. Hi. Fireproof pickled liver. Donik says, why not take the advice if it's good? This is actually a great question, Donik. Oops. No, I made them respawn. No. Maybe I have a Skidoo blessing. Apparently I did. I didn't even realize it. So, Chum Bucket, I want to come back to your comment. In a moment, but I want to touch on Dunx. Like, what if it's genuinely good advice? This, I actually think, is one of the harder... Maybe it was just for me, but, like, I think one of the harder lessons... Oh, wait, I forgot the guy's response. That means that this guy's alive. One of the harder lessons, I think that the sooner you learn, the easier life will be. And maybe it was just hard for me. But people are allowed to fail. You know, just because you could take control of their body for a period of time and do what you think is a better outcome, you just can't always put that on other people. People are allowed to make their own decisions. Oh, I didn't know that traveled. And make no mistake about it, there's nothing wrong with offering help. There's nothing wrong with that. It comes from a great place. That's fantastic. That's an amazing thing to want to help people. But again, you can't go around in life thinking that you want to control people. And I think that that's the thing. Offering help is great. I almost imagine here, this is my current model for healthy communication, okay? Here's me. Here's you. And it's easy to go, hey, do you need help? Can I help you? You know, and to try to communicate to them, hey, I want you to help me with this thing. Hey, here's my thoughts and feedback about this. Now, I actually think the healthy way, and I'll show it in green, is you try to create this little middle thing, this offer, that they can opt into or opt out of. And so, for instance, it might be something like, let's say, you know, someone is playing, they want to cast spells, and they're complaining, going, dude, I don't understand how you're supposed to cast spells in this stupid game. I hate this game. I'm having no fun. This sucks. Just going, dude, you do it like this, and just yelling the answer at it. That is a harsher, more negative way of doing it. But if you say, well, hey, if you want, I can walk you through how to cast spells in this game, and here's very important follow-up, you give them the out. But no pressure if you're not interested. Look at that. It's great. You create an offer in between you and they, and then they can plug into that. This sort of, thought process came from actually giving feedback about games. Where, I would play someone's game prototype. I get the chance to play a lot of people's in-progress stuff. And there's this kind of like stop and go that I'll try to do of like, hey, so I just played this. What kind of feedback are you looking for? I don't just give them the feedback. And if they say anything, I don't just go into it. I'll go, well, I mean, are you open to feedback about like controls or UI? Okay, because here's some of my thoughts about the controls and UI. Stop. Okay, so would you be open to controls about, I don't know, the combat system? And just doing this with people has, and of course I screw this up all the time. I like, because I'll get excited and they'll say something, remind me of a thing and all this. But I'm trying to really deliberately make myself stop and move forward, and then stop and move forward, and then stop and move forward, and then stop and move forward. And it just leads to this really kind of nice experience where sometimes they'll be like, can I give you some UI UX feedback? Oh, actually, no. I'm like completely reworking the UI UX. So, I mean, it's going to go out the window. Oh, okay, cool. All right, do you want some feedback on the combat? Actually, yeah, that would be super helpful if you could give me some of your thoughts on that. Okay, cool. And then you do it. Like this little stop and go is insanely helpful. Okay. It's funny, I was trying to get up here to see if I could get like a bird's eye view of the place, and now I'm like up here and I'm like, oh, look at that, revered spirit ashes. Never gonna use that shit. Yeah, and so coming all the way back to Donic's question, hey, what if the advice is good? In this context, if I make an offer and someone says no, I just should respect that. I just should respect that. I've actually had some issues with this in the past where I was sick and someone was like, oh my god, do you want me to bring you some soup? And I was like, no thank you, I just want to be left alone. I feel like garbage. And they showed up at my house. They showed up and they're like, hey, listen, I'm just gonna give you some soup. Do with it whatever you want. And I literally went, I told you I didn't want your fucking soup. Leave me alone. And I shut the door. And they were mad at me later. They were mad at me. I went all the way over there to give you some soup. And I was like, you did something I specifically didn't ask you for. That would be like if you said, hey, it's my birthday coming up. And I went, would you like a bucket of dog blood for your birthday? And you went, ugh, no. And then I show up and present you a bucket of dog blood. And you're just like, whoa, there's a guy here. I missed. Oh, are you so tiny? Was it dog blood soup? If only I'd known they were sick and we're in the mood for some dog blood soup. Oh, you're alive. Oh. And so, I mean, I think that the important idea is, again, think of a different noun. Someone offers X, whatever X may be, and you say no. And then they hand you that anyways. I don't care what the noun is. If it's help, if it's soup, if it's, money, if it's assistance, like if it's any of these things, and you hear no, you should respect no. And now the thing is that, like, I'm not... This is super not black and white. Obviously, there's, like, I know of people... Frankly, I am this way, where I excessively say no because it stresses me the idea that I would be pressuring other people. And so I have friends where I've had this interaction. Hey, Sean, would you... do you need any help with that? No, it's okay. It's okay. I just need to get focused and I'll take care of it. Are you sure? You know, like, I was thinking, you know, I could just do this and this, and wouldn't be too much of a, you know, pressure for me to do that. And, you know, again, it's no problem if you don't want to, but I was just thinking it could be helpful. I don't know. I mean, you've already been helping me a lot lately. No, it's literally, it's completely, totally okay. Like, look, you already have a lot on your plate. I'm like, really, like, truly, it's not a bother for me at all. Like, notice in this, they're not disrespecting the no. They're not pushing past and handing me the thing. They're just offering multiple times. And they're also giving me the out to say no multiple times. And I think that that's really, that combination is really powerful. Always being super cool with, and being very clear with them that you are cool with being told no, repeating that over and over and over and over again, and making the offer again and again. Like, one of my experience I remember is one of my friends was observing that I just didn't really ever take time to myself, and also wanted to hang out, and said, hey, I think it could be really fun if, oh my god, there's a whole human being there. Oh my god, this is so scary. Oh my god, good lord. This game is a horror game, are you kidding me? Oh my god. But I had a friend who just said, hey, maybe we should just, like, go on a trip to Vegas together. See some shows, eat some food, play some poker. You know, maybe I'm just really busy, I'm really stressed. Yeah, sure, no pressure. A little time passes, talking to him again. Yeah, hey, you know, still, no pressure, but if you're still into that Vegas trip, I'd love to do it with you sometime. But, you know, no big deal, I know you got a lot going on. Yeah, no, maybe. I just, you know, and I kept doing that. And of course, my friend was not, like, ramping up the cadence, like, hello, we're gonna go to Vegas soon, blah, blah, blah. You know, one of those annoying-ass people. Just gently, at times, well, hey, you know, again, I'm gonna make this offer, but again, no pressure. And eventually I went on that trip, and it was fucking awesome. And I now, every few years, do that trip with that person. So again, it's just the idea of not, if you offer and someone says no, it's fine to offer again. If you offer and they say no and you escalate, because emotionally, what the heck, man, I'm trying to help. That's like the problem.
Righteous tarnished. It's been some time.
Nice groundhog mask.
There was one thought I could not dislodge from my mind. So, here I am, quite unable to move on. After Lord Moke's slaying at his dynastic palace, it appears his body has been absconded with.
That was Mog.
And taken straight to kind Mikola. Surely you recall that I once served Lord Moog as a pureblood knight.
Now I'm just a book-bound tool.
Regard, and losing sight of my vows, I'd do anything to make amends, in whatever meager way I can. What could they possibly have in mind for Lord Moog's remains? The implications are rather unnerving. What could they possibly... The implication...
And Chumbucket91 gave a really nice specific example, which was, what if someone is, like, painting their house completely wrong, and they're gonna waste, like, money because they spent a bunch on paint, they're gonna spend a bunch of time, and they're literally doing it wrong. What do you do about that? Do you just let them fail? And again, if you go to someone and you say, hey, you know, I apologize for intruding. I see that you're painting this way, and I'm worried that it might not turn out well. And I was wondering if you wanted to hear some of my thoughts of how maybe to avoid that. Notice, I'm offering, I'm giving context for an offer. I'm sharing some thoughts on what might or might not be relevant to them. Oh, I can make this jump from this way? Never even occurred to me. I'm making the offer. And here's the thing, Chumbucket91. If they say no, then yeah, you should just let them fail. And that's okay. And the thing that I want to stress is that it is okay for someone to fail. And it is okay for them to fail at a thing, and if they had taken your advice, they would have succeeded. That's actually okay. That's actually completely okay. And I think that there's something for some people where, you know, I want to see how this weapon does against them. Swing. Love this damn sword. Some more smithing stones. My Scooby Fragment levelette? I don't actually know, Sagnew9. I think it's like 7? I don't even know how to figure it out. I go here at 7. Chumbucket says, I do wonder how far to take that line, though. If their failure also, say, causes finger paints to leak all over the driveway in the neighborhood, is it still acceptable for them to fail? Well, so let's actually break that down. Love these kinds of follow-up questions, Chumbucket. Love this. I love when people engage with me on this stuff. I also love when people meme on this, too. I'm gonna go around this way. So there's this hallway up. Let us not elevate for a moment. Okay. Because I think that there's a difference between two people independently having a conversation with each other where this person is living a life over here and that's it, and this person's living a life over here and that's it, and this person goes, hey, can I help you? Like this sort of thing. Let's imagine a concrete work scenario where you're told, okay, let's create some characters. We have Alice and Bob, who are both told by their boss, Charlie, you need to handle this project, and you're responsible for making sure this project turns out okay. And Bob's doing something that's making Alice go, dude, I'm actually really concerned. Because if you mess this up, this is going to have repercussions for the project, for me, for Charlie, for a lot of people. This is not just about Bob going, nope, I'm good. Looks like I'm stabbing this one. Look how fast my stupid stamina goes up. This is the most ridiculous improvement rate. He's gonna bleed. I wonder why my shield dropped. Whatever. It is all good. Yeah, I mean, this is where there's stuff like... Zofir says, I saw your ghost in this keep in another stream. I don't think that's true, Zofir, because I'm on offline mode. I hope that there was someone who was rocking out my lineup. Oh, I got parried? Okay, that makes sense. Anyways. Like, if there's this work situation where Alice and Bob and Charlie are all going to be negatively affected by Bob's terrible decision-making. What do you do? I mean, it's one of those things where now the context is different. There's actually project concerns. And there are, frankly, very reasonable ways to navigate through this situation, such as, hey, Bob, I understand that you don't want help with this, but I'm actually really concerned about the deadlines. That, like, I am specifically, concretely concerned about this with respect to work. Notice the difference of, dude, Sean, you're dying in Elden Ring because you're equipping the bad items, and you should equip the good ones. No, I'm good. But Sean, you're gonna lose. Like, you are concerned about stuff that happens to me and me alone. Which is separate from, hey, if the deadline is Friday and you're doing this, I'm actually worried it might not get done in time. And Bob goes, no, it's gonna be totally fine. This is where, again, you don't speak with respect to the other person, you speak with respect to the work and the project. So you can say something like, okay, Bob, well, you fucking piece of shit. You can say, okay, no, that's, if you think you can do it, that's great. For my sanity, could we check in, like, once in the morning at the start of the workday and once in the, at the end of the workday, so we can just sort of, like, keep tabs on things? Whoops. And then, I'm using this example because I literally know of someone for whom this happened, where they were just like, dude, Bob is gonna fuck us over. I can't believe it. And so she sat down with Bob and was just like, look, can we just, like, meet twice a day so I can just sort of, like, we can stay in the loop with each other, let each other know what's up, and also it'd help with my sanity? And Bob went, sure. Bob got everything done 2 days early. Okay? She literally got done with he got done with everything early. And what was really nice is that she got to kind of save face to Bob, paint it as, dude, I am stressed about this. Could you do me a solid? Also, I know of a situation. It was a little different, but I'm just going to keep the metaphor the same for simplicity's sake. Where someone was like, dude, Bob, I'm really worried. Can you, like, meet with me regularly? And he's like, no, it's going to be fine. Don't worry about it. And then, so what in that situation, what they did is they went to their boss and they're like, hey, I could be completely wrong on this. Wow, I'm bad. But I'm really worried about this upcoming project. And I've talked to Bob, and he's assured me it's okay, but, like, I can't meet with him. What should I do? And then, again, this is not about the internal feelings of someone being the first-class thing trying to be fixed. This is with respect to the work and the work project. And so, I mean, to come back to Chum Bucket's specific example of, like, what happens if someone is painting something wrong and they're going to get stuff everywhere? Like, I mean, this is, now where we might be in the realm of law. Where it's something like, oh, if someone creates this thing that pollutes the neighborhood and creates a terrible experience for everyone. This build is so cool. Speaking with respect to something like, hey, I'm really worried about with the way you're painting your house, it's actually going to cause this leak to come on down here. And, I want to talk about this in advance to kind of, like, work through this with you in case something like this does happen, It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Look, I'm worried about it, and if it happens, I just want to make sure I can have a conversation with you. If it happens later. Right, because it's not about, I want to control you because I want you to do it right. just for you and for your sake, because I want to control that, and there you go. This is like, there's a problem with it leaking here, and that's the problem. This is the problem that's affecting me that I'm worried about over here. I mean, this is all to say, this comes back to the, you know, a little bit of what we were talking about earlier. This all comes back to this notion of if someone is sitting there and you think that you can help them, it's actually fine to offer help. It's fine to offer help. And if they say no, that's also fine. It's fine for them to say no. Chum Bucket gifting 5. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Chum Bucket. 5 gifted subs on my long stream day. Thanks, Chum Bucket. And again, the exercise is, this is the emotional exercise, right? Let me talk about the emotional exercise first, and I'll talk about the concrete consequences that must be discussed side of things. The feeling side of things, if you say, hey, can I offer some help with that? Oh, what do you mean? Well, you know, I'm seeing you do it in this way, and I actually think I have a way to do it that could be a lot better. Could I give you some help with that? If they say no, you should feel fine. And if they say no, and you feel this intense urge to go, no, well, let me tell you what to do. Huh. Interesting. Lots to explore here. And also there's the area directly below me that I was seeing a way to go to. Dueling Shield. Now there's a completely different axis here to discuss. I'm actually going to go back down and go explore this other way that I hadn't explored yet. I'm very, very, very thorough in my exploration. But for instance, if someone is doing something like leaving food out at a campsite when it explicitly says don't leave food out because of the bears, I bet that opens. And they're like, dude, it'll be fine, bro. Then, like, no, it will not be fine. This is not about, you know, hey, I want to give you some help on, like, how to put your food away so you don't get killed by a bear. I mean, this is not actually about help. This is about material safety and harm. Now the question is, how do I get to there? And I think it's important to speak with respect to the issue, not with respect to your feelings about it. Someone is causing material harm. Dude, you will literally get people killed here. No, it's fine, dude. It is not fine. There's a reason why there are signs posted all over that say this. It says it there, it says it there, it says it there. Like, one of the things that I literally got into people's faces about was that they would just have their dog off leash and they would run up to my dog. And my dog is very bad with other dogs. She's incredibly good with humans and is incredibly sweet and, like, super gentle and is like a nanny dog, but, like, just flips out about other dogs. And I cannot tell you how often I had this conversation where I would be like, get your dog on a leash. What is the matter with you? And they'd go, it's fine, my dog's friendly. And I go, mine is not. You're gonna get your dog severely hurt. And that, whenever I said mine's not, they was, oh my goodness, oh. And of course, I'm not like, you asshole, fuck you. You know, I'm not yelling ad hominem things at them. But I'm very intensely stressing to them that they are going to cause their dogs severe harm. Alright. Let's go up the foot. Alright. Go right up the crack. Wait, I'm very confused. Didn't I see one kind of dangling in the abyss? Yeah, where is this one? That's wild. Do you have some sort of feather-based weapon that you could hit the feet with? Ask Capitan. Well, that's $14.99 extra. I just literally don't see it. What? So, one of two things is probably true. I can maybe detach this. I can open up another passageway and detach this. Or these things move in some regard. I will. So we don't actually want to sit here. Capitan with the gifties. It says feet, please. You gifted 3 feet? I don't have a feather. Oh my god, you did pay $14.99, didn't it? Oh my god. Oh my god. You did. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry, you're right. Alright, wow, I didn't realize. I've been completely outplayed. You gifted 3 subs. That's $14.99. That's pretty based. Alright, do we have... Where's the closest thing to a feather weapon that we have? Ooh, yeah, oh, yeah. Ooh, there you go. Oh. Welcome to Day9 TV. I'll do anything for money. Anything for you, Capitan Daddy. Oh, there it is. Don't your toes hurt? Oh, bad little toes. Oh, I'm gonna step on your toes, Capitan. I'm stepping on your little toes. Yeah, there it is. All right. Woo! Oh my god. And all you who actually use OnlyFans are like, my god, that was crazy. That was more than 7 seconds of content for $15. That's a deal. Oh, that's so funny. Get it on YouTube. Oh my god. All right, let me see something really fast. Okay, why is this not working? Sorry, 1 second. My thing on my Steam Deck is not working. All right, let me see if this works. There we go. Now it worked. Thank you. Oh, that was fun and satisfying. All right, we still have a lot more to... Oh, no! Still have a lot more to explore in this area. What a view, dude. The gosh darn view. Okay. I realized I didn't find out what this said. Mikkel is like, here I leave my toes for Capitan. My arm dextral. Yeah, like circling all the way back around to offering. And based upon the offer of yes or the answer of no. I think this comes back to backseating. Oh, shit. That's so funny. Just toss the rock out. Oh, man. Alright. Well, yeah, there's a number of people who, when it comes to backseating, say, do this, go here, do this. Oh, he's there now. And they refuse no. And they just keep trying to give more justifications for why they should be listened to. With this build, these enemies are not that bad. So there's still a lot of stuff to explore in that area. Two things specifically we didn't get the chance to actually see, and I'm expecting that maybe I go out and then go back in again, and then it will rearrange the downstairs area such that I can explore a little more. Nice. It's so vertical. Rearrange the area? Yeah, you know, like you hit something and then something moves downstairs so I can, like, go down. Check it out again. Hey, what up, guys? They're not that hard to kill, but they are hard to hit. Let's see. I see. Give me a break. Hey, have a good night, Sotus. Or day, or what have you. So I can go there. I'm actually quite curious if there's... I'm gonna put a plant Plant for possibilities. Yeah, I am almost the exact same build. The most notable thing I've equipped that's different is this, which greatly increases stamina recovery speed and is a chonky stamina king. There's an endurance and maxing thick lord. It's like my kind of item. Okay, so I'll do this second. This one first. Oh, dude. I need like one more point in strength. Zuriel says, I hope you take this as nicely as I mean it, but you're one of my favorite streamers to fall asleep to since you go on tangents so often. It's really nice to drift off to like now when it's bedtime. Anyway, 2-way for streams. Man, we got you. If you're ever in the mood to snooze it up, man, my soporific tone will guide you gently to your dreams, baby. A sleep timer soccer podcast. There. And this goes up quite a ways. Okay. So I realize that there's a couple items that I've forgotten about. So learn about the secret rite of the divine gateway. Okay, so that's a key item. Then there's also Storehouse Cross Message by Sir Ansbach, addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Miquella's trail. It would seem that the people of the keep have flooded the holy quarter that leads onward to the Erdtree, barring access. However, there is no route that leads there from the storehouse. Perhaps there's another way to reach the holy quarter, somewhere else in this keep. Okay. And then we have the anti-lightning. Yeah, there's still one area that I don't know how to get to down there. Still that one area. Oh my god, it's 2:41. I get to stream till 7 p.m. Oh yeah, let me get my last Crimson Tears. Mary says, once you complete the Elden Ring DLC, what's next on the horizon for you? Well, so I'm going to go, for the present tense viewers with us, I'm going to go left as far as I can first before I go right. I don't know why I chose to do that. Stormgate is going into its early access thing. There's also Frostpunk, Factorio DLC. I mean, there's so many things that are coming up that I'm really, really insanely excited about. What did I just pick up? I was just thinking into the future. Smitchin Stone. Pamphledorf says, have I seen Grubby playing Mechabellum? Oh, indeed I have, Pamphledorf. What are you most excited for? Elden Ring DLC. I say that as fast as I can. Night Poker says Stormgate says free to play, but you have to buy it. So, Night Poker, there is this thing that I actually... There's this thing that you hear me scream really loudly. There's this thing that I've seen a lot more game studios doing that I actually think, by and large, is a really good idea. Which is, we're going to state a few things, then we're going to collide to, yeah, I'm going to pay money for Stormgate. And they go something like this. First, I think the best way to make a game good... actually, there's two things that I think are important to make a game good. Thing one is just give the game to players. Let them play the damn game. Especially systems-driven multiplayer titles. Just give them the game. Because if you give people the game, you're going to start to see real quick how people are and are not using your game. Oh, hi. You're going to discover that whole strategies that you thought were going to be the norm are not. The most notable example of this for me personally is, I don't know if any of you were fans of StarCraft II Wings of Liberty when it came out. The first StarCraft II release. Blizzard, who had tested it extensively internally, wanted people to have lots of interesting units that they could make interesting compositions with. And what happened at the first tournament, which was at Gamescom in 2010, is that the Terran players only built the Reaper. That's it. Only built the Reaper. Until they would literally go 1 Rax Reaper into 3 Rax Reaper into expand into 5 Rax, sometimes 7 Rax Reaper. What was the name of the player who won that? I think did Morrow win that one? I want to say it was Morrow. Swedish Terran. Very sweet person too. Not Maru, but Morrow, M-O-R-R-O. And, like, I remember hearing, or maybe I read in one of their patch logs, like, very early on. Because, you know, Blizzard were super on point when they had that whole team working on StarCraft 2. They were super duper ultra on point, just like updating, fixing, adjusting, tuning the game very, very swiftly. They were saying, well, we originally expected players would be building mixtures of units and compositions. So we thought that they would build a few Reapers early game and then transition out of it to other things. And we just didn't expect that players would do only mass Reaper. Now, the point is not, oh, of course people mass units. What? I played big game hunters and they work this way. The incorrect point is they predicted in a way I wouldn't have predicted, and I don't like their prediction. The point is, players will do things that you don't expect. Even a world-class developer like Blizzard at the time will test thoroughly, develop a set of expectations that are still incorrect because you just got to give the game to players. So you're gonna.
Let me see.
Huh. You just want to give the game to players so that way they can see what's up. So that's my first little thesis point of 2. My first point is that I think the best thing that you can do. Holy motherfuck! Camera souls, camera souls, camera souls, camera souls, camera souls. I didn't see the fireball because it was behind the booth. Time to make the incredible journey. So, like, I think that as just a blanket, flat statement, I think it is really good to give the game to players. Actually, I don't want to go throw my body off that yet. I want to do it in a moment. Second thing that I think that there is a technique. Oops. All right, my roll time is really bad. There's a second thing that I've been seeing a lot of developers do, which is that they say, our game is free to play. That's our intention with the release of this title. We want it to be a free-to-play title. But we're going to start off and just charge $20 while we're in our early access state. I think this is a great idea. Because what it means is that there's a little bit more of a sensible, across-the-board relationship for everybody. What I mean by this is like... Ooh, good job, Day9. Which is like, if I'm someone who's interested in, like, dabbling in your game, if I was able to download it and try it, I might be like, what? It's not finished, it's unpolished, I don't like it, and I might put it down forever, and I've had a bad experience. But if you say, like, hey, we're Stormgate, we're an RTS, if you want to play in early access, it's 20 bucks or 30 or whatever the price is. I think they may have announced it, but I didn't look because I'm going to buy it no matter what. As long as it's not $100, I'll be getting it. And again, like, if you're someone like me that has seen lots of RTSs in development, I've played RTSs my whole life, I'm content paying money, trying it, coming back a month or two later, trying it again, putting it back, coming back a month or two later, trying it again. Like, I am very happy with that, because even in progress, RTS experiences are incredibly compelling to me. So, I mean, I know that this has been this sort of common conversational thread that you can see at GDCs, you can see with people's, discussing in the industry, like, about pricing and shit. There's this sort of like, oh, if our game is free to play, let's first... Oops. If it's free to play, I think the first thing we should just charge a little bit when we first release. Just till we can work through the kinks, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we're doing.
Now, Freya. Don't let it rile you up.
Where did this other guy come? Oh, we came from above.
By my lord. Will I ever make sense of this jumble?
I see. Spirit calculus. Was this the dude that was talking? I'm so confused. All right, whatever. Uncle Grampy, let me try to finish this point. So, for one, I think it's good to just give players a game. And let me try to tie this together because there's.
Lord.
What?
Will I ever make sense of this jumble?
I'm not going to finish this argument at all. What? What? Where? Ah! Ah! I can't stand on that. Could be coming from up there. Huh.
By my lord. Will I ever make sense of this jumble?
I think it's above. I think it's above. Okay. Jerem's spouse says, what voices are you talking about? It's just like, no, you make me feel crazy. You're such a dick. Okay, so let me try this again. And also, unless I say actual backseating question, I don't want it. I'm just narrating my thoughts. So, there's a question of, well, wait, Sean, why would you charge for an incomplete game? Like a game that's in an early access? Why would you charge for that and then go free to play at release? Doesn't it make more sense to have it be free in these early stages and then you charge for release? I'm actually going to make a comparison to something completely different to try to like work my way back to games. Once upon a time when I was in elementary, middle, and high school, there was an Ultimate Frisbee League. Fuck! This game is mean! Oh my lord. Bleed! Hey-ya! When I was in elementary, middle, and high school, there was this Ultimate Frisbee League that was at a nearby park. And they charged $35 for the season. And I, at the time, was talking to one of the people that made one of the league organizers. And I was asking why they charged money for it. You know, like, because he was just talking about how this park area they were renting was super inexpensive and it was really great. And he said, the reason why we charged is when it was free, we'd get a bunch of people signing up. We would do the pairings for everyone, and then we'd show up. And like 80% of people just wouldn't be there. So we'd have this half team merge with this half team to make a new team to play against that team, and then the next week someone random would show up. Whereas by charging money, it narrows it down to just the people that are really interested in committing to this league. And yeah, there's going to be absences from week to week, but enough people. Enough people would be showing up, enough people would be playing, that overall, for everyone, it's a good experience. That's not what I intended to do. And I think the same is kind of true for early access releases, where if there is an in-progress early access game that is a survival game, I don't know if I really care that much. I mean, occasionally I'll buy one, but I don't seek out the glut of in-progress survival games. But I know people who do. And for them, they are hardcore survival game players who buy into a game and they'll play it, and even though it has flaws, they have bought in. And I mean this in a really positive way, where I'm like, yeah, I've bought into this game that was in early access. I know there's going to be issues, and I want to actually understand what makes this get better over time, and I'm interested in the future, I'm interested in the trajectory. Only someone who's more hardcore with respect to that genre or game will be tolerant of that kind of experience. And from a developer perspective, you're getting the most dedicated, most hardcore people who are actually interested to be the first people playing and testing your game. And so I think that if there's an early access game, I think it's way better to put a money cost on it, because as an example, if you did an early access for a game that is in some way hardcore, I'm going to use Factorio because I love that game and I cannot wait to play that game's expansion. Oh, hi. So if someone is like buying Factorio for $30, before you spend $30, I don't know about you, but if there's something that I need to make a decision about that's $30, that's a pretty good chunk of money. I want to actually be considerate of it. I'm not just gonna buy stuff willy-nilly. But if a game's free, I might be like, hey, I'll just download this. Why not? It's free. And this, I think, can actually be a really, really, really bad thing for an in-progress game, because a game like Factorio is pretty niche. It does not have the sort of mass, broad appeal of other games. It is a very challenging, technical, it's almost like a math problem as a game. Can you imagine if, like, for instance, like, I had my dad, who doesn't play any games at all, download Factorio and ask for feedback? It would actually be, from the developer perspective, it would be misleading. I literally knew it. Oh my god, did I call the crap out of this? Did I not call the crap out of this? I'm amazing. I literally said that this is what I was waiting for. And there it is. It's happening right in front of me. Holy guacamole. I missed. I'm the best. Oh! Alright, where's your feats go, dudes? Give me the deets on the feats. Yo, that's pretty insane. And I'm here now. So I think, like, if the point is, if you charge for something that's early access, you bias your feedback and your player base towards people that will actually be relevant to you. As opposed to if you were a free download game that was incomplete, you'd be getting all sorts of feedback and player behavior that is not relevant to you. Oh, yeah. And you know what's crazy? I don't even remember what we were talking about originally. I'm just talking about the spirit of early access. Still this one room that I'm curious about. I think the question was, oh yeah, the question was, hey, Stormgate's charging money for their early access. But aren't they free to play? Why? And that was basically it. I think it's good for getting a strong bias towards the people that are actually relevant for giving the feedback. I also think the best way to make your game good is to just give it to players. Hello! Got him. Oh, you don't have the right. There's this room underneath that I don't really know how to get to. And now that I understand the space a little better, I find myself wanting. It's like right over in this area. I don't know if there's like a secret bookshelf somewhere here. There's something over here. Let me actually just show you where I'm trying to get to. Zarfus is damn interested in trying out other cool weapons. Man, it's tough. I really like the weapons I have, like, insanely much. And I don't mean from like a are they positive or negative standpoint. I mean like, look how sweet my sword is. The amount of happiness this brings me is kind of incredible. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I wander over here. There's that guy over there. And I don't know how to get to him. Are you able to wield everything now and stay medium roll? Yeah, look at me. Look at me. Yeah, my poise is currently 100. So how might I get over to this arena? I mean, I'm so curious. I mean, like, this is... Yeah, no, this is the starting area. Maybe now that this is moved... Ah, I think I see. I think I see. So the way up... Oh, yeah. I forgot about this guy so many times. Ronan's a sweet T-Shon by calling his build the Asmon gold. Did Asmon also play this build? Tainted Vaturi? Somewhat. Dude, it's so funny. It's like the same thing that actually happened in Magic the Gathering. There's a player named Crokies who does a lot of really interesting brews and deck building. And I mean, he streams so much, and he's a very high-level player. And so every single time you'd be playing a list, people go, is this a Crokies list? Is this a Crokies list? And there was even a pro named Andrea Mengucci who said, when my grandmother goes to the grocery store, the grocery list she uses is a Crokies list. So you go up a level. Crokies Croatian. He's not. I believe he is. Scottish? I want to say he's Scottish. If that's right, then boy am I cool and I know things. I'm a fact haver. Okay, so we should be able to pop down here. Find a way up somewhere around here. No, this is wrong. What the fuck? Ah, that's so annoying. Double KO. Draw. So, well, actually, this is in a way better, because what I'm curious about is, I mean, if I die, this is a great way to liberate myself from the pressure of those souls. It's super easy. I think that if I can jump off and land on the feet, He was right here, but I'm taking a running jump. All right, a little to the left next time. I'm gonna go to Capitan's feet. Yeah, I'm unburdened by the need to gain levels. Should be just here. It's... Because it's this area here. A ladder from this side. Okay. 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 Damn. Triangulation commence. Alright, the little peckers are here. What did I say the other day? Oh, yesterday I was like, oh, because I had my sword out. Oh, yeah, and I said, oh, if I see those little peckers, I'm going to take out my pecker. And I said it without a hint of understanding what just left my fucking mouth. Oh, God. Yeah, because things that, like, it's a little... I peck them. I peck them. Zone in and out when you speak, and we appreciate that. Yeah. Man, Apo Claws, great to see you, dude. How you feeling today, buddy? Actually, really, 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 really good. Should be right here. Ladder on the other side of this. Maybe there's a passageway in this room. Oh my god. Dude, where is this damn entrance? So, again, to point out what it is I'm losing my mind about, there is an area back here. It's kind of tucked under there. See that ladder? It leads right up to this room. Where the fuck is that room? All right. So it goes into the thing. You can't hide from me. Oh, dude, you can't hide from me. So, now this area is disconnected from the other area, so I need to go to the storehouse first floor. So I need to go to the fourth floor. So the feet, so it should be right. That might be right above me. Oh, there it is. Oh, thank fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god, we fucking did it, America. Hold your fucking shield out, you absolute fucko. We're gonna... Let's take another swig. So I go down, and it's over here. Okay. So it's directly below me. I think. Maybe it's not. Got this torch in the consecrated snowfield. Okay, wait. Whoa. So you can see it goes up here, so that's where I want to be. Oh, I think I figured it out. Sure it was a Nokron. In Nokron, I got the Ghost Flame Torch. Wait, no. Am I still off by one? Still off by one. Oh, shit. Oh, it's out of the way. Should really slow down a bit. Hard to see through the fire. So we need one more level up. Feet always point in the right direction. Yeah, so it's on the other end. Give me a good soul. Cool, I can look like you. So we need to go up a level, go around to that side. Okay, so we need to go up a level. I see. Jumping dude's gonna pop out in a sec here too. Oh shit. Oh, this guy's easy because he doesn't produce fire. Anything at all. Does that fire? this fire? Who doesn't? It's so hard to keep track anymore. Alright. Excellent. Okay, watch. See? Am I still in an off by one error? Let me see if I can actually make my way around here real quick. Just to show. So I'm on the right level. There's the guy. And it's hard to see, but there's the ladder. You can see the ladder actually goes down, and these bookshelves, I was hitting all around here, it actually goes through the bookshelves. These books are a nice touch to let someone walk out and explore and then walk back. It's a nice touch, isn't it? Isn't it a nice touch? It's a nice touch. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. This is a nice touch. Oh, the last 10 times I've poured this thing, I've just dumped it all over my desk. Ugh. You died, text, but instead it says nice touch. Oh, the dream. Do we still have the this is the game graphic? We don't, am happy. I actually need to recreate some more of that stuff. Get out of here. You spent $12 at the grocery store. I know, bank. You can stop texting me. Dude, my bank texts me the transactions, and I'm happy about that. But still... Okay. Is everything alright? Alright, the internet's... My phone just... I have so many things disabled. I installed some new apps. And it just really wants to just notify me about stuff. Ooh, what is my favorite legacy dungeon? What is my favorite dungeon in the entire game? I mean, probably... I can stab you off. Can I chuck you? Yeah. I mean, honestly, kind of am thinking it might just be Stormveil. Stormveil was just classic. And I mean, like, when I got to Stormveil, that's when I first felt like we're fucking playing a game right here, man. We're playing it. Nokron was the most emotionally, and Shifra were the most emotionally powerful areas for me in the game. Volcano Manor was really great. Fire Missoula was really great. Langdale Royal Capital, if that counts as a dungeon. Oh, it sure does. Whoops. I'm like literally looking over a chat and just holding my stab button and take a swig. The shunning grounds I actually treat as separate. But I mean, Langdale is kind of actually insane if you think about it. There's the entire capital city. there's the subterranean shunning grounds. And then underneath that, there's the secret area behind Moog. Oh, what was the name of the pineapple upside down tower? I can just go up, can't I? Oh, the Carrion Study Hall, that's right. Raya Lucaria I did not actually enjoy that much compared to the others. I mean, the areas are all 10 out of 10. I'm comparing, like, greatest zones of all time to one another. What, really? There's one here? Okay.
Will I ever make sense of this jumble? Oh, I'm afraid I'm busy. Oh, curse, I should have asked Anne's back to... I'm afraid I'm truly... I'm afraid I truly...
Dude, like, I just... Why am I going through there so quickly? It's because it's just... I'm so excited to keep going. That's why. Oh, yeah, I forgot I need to go back and get my souls. I mean, I don't care that much. Guess I should. Dude, it is hard for me to stop doing that. Yeah, I mean... It's this hallway. It's these upper areas I just want to do a little bit of verification on. Alright, so I pull it once and that's actually it, huh? So I think I'm actually gonna just take a brief break and use the restroom, because as you've seen, I've been guzzling. And we're actually just gonna chill here, and when we return, we're literally gonna figure our way out to that ladder. And oh my god, it's so exciting to have a ladder to find. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna be really gone very long at all. I'm gonna put up this little timer here in a second. Just give me a quick 3.